A sci-fi alien invasion action movie version of Groundhog Day. How would I not be excited to see this movie? We're standing on the edge of tomorrow today. Who doesn't think of that Saved by the Bell, the college years song when they hear the title of this movie? Denial is only the first stage. You know you think of it. Accept it. So Edge of Tomorrow stars Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Aliens have invaded Earth and they're taking over Europe and then they're gonna take over the world. Because aliens ultimately take the playbook right from Hitler. Tom Cruise is this pencil-pushing military officer. He's a public speaker, he doesn't do war, he's not really a soldier, and he kind of gets forced into this situation where they're gonna storm the beach. It's pretty much the storming of Normandy Beach, but with aliens. And when they get wiped out, Tom Cruise, boom, wakes up and then he starts the day over again. And this is the premise of the movie. Every time Tom Cruise dies, he starts the day over again. In terms of sci-fi movies, it sounds pretty basic. You're like, oh, okay, so he just relives the same day over and over again. I've seen that a few times, but it's all about execution. This movie felt refreshing. You're watching it, you're like, this is cool. It's intriguing, it's relatable. I don't want this movie to end. Tom Cruise really brings it in this movie. I saw the trailer and I was like, probably not gonna be good. It's really cool seeing Tom Cruise refine the situation on the beach to the point where he's just going around just wasting these guys and boom, we need to get out of here. Boom, like right now. Bam! But in order to do that, it's also interesting seeing him just get wiped so many times, like reset button kind of shit. Reminded me of Hotline Miami. Seriously, if you guys have ever played that, you know how it is. You go right in the room, it's all ka, restart, ka, restart, boom, boom, ka. Reminded me of that. I was like, this is Hotline Miami with aliens on a beach and real military mechs and Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt are great in the movie too. Funny thing is, you start thinking about it, you're like, maybe that's the most unbelievable thing about the movie is the fact that every time he's talking with Emily Blunt, she's only known him for a few hours. In her mind's eye, they can't get too attached because she's like, I just met you. But Tom Cruise doesn't feel that way because he's met her many times. You don't feel that way because Tom Cruise doesn't feel that way. And for some odd reason, you kind of fall into it because you're like, yeah, I suppose if someone like Tom Cruise so completely knows someone, even though they don't really know them, maybe they feel like they know them too vicariously because of their confidence in the fact that they know them. I don't know, maybe I'm trying to force it, but that's how I saw it. Point is, they're awesome together and they have great chemistry. Another thing is the fact that it's Tom Cruise impresses me. I mean, there was a point in time where I was like, Tom Cruise has officially lost it. Let's put him in the Expendables 4. Then you watch this movie, you're like, nope, you can hold a movie like this. You don't have to put him ironically in action movies, you know, and make it kind of a joke like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know how it is, where it's like, oh, he's in an action movie. It's kind of a gimmick because he's not really an action star anymore. Tom Cruise still has some miles on him. That's cool to know. Any movie that can pretty much show me the same day over and over and over again and make it feel new, that's never a bad thing. It's actually really hard to do that. The only thing about the movie is the last chunk of the movie was the least interesting part of the movie. You would think it'd be amped up because it's like, oh, it's like, here's the shit. But it more concentrates on them trying to do the end game rather than the whole, you know, like death and reset thing. And the whole death and reset thing at this point is the thing you've grown attached to in the movie. Now they're like, all right, let's just, you know, do the thing. So it does make you go, oh, I miss the Hotline Miami feeling. All right, well, we'll still go along with the ride though. In the end, Edge of Tomorrow is proof that the summer of 2014 so far is pretty awesome. Edge of Tomorrow was well acted. Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt have really good chemistry together. The supporting cast was really good in the movie. The premise is interesting. It's well executed. The movie keeps you on your toes. It keeps you engaged. It's a solid sci-fi movie. This is one of those sci-fi movies that even if people don't like sci-fi, they'd probably find this movie interesting. Edge of Tomorrow gives me hope for the 2014 movies as a whole because Edge of Tomorrow is awesome-tacular. You officially have a couple of great movies to watch in the movie theater, so if you don't go now, when are you gonna go? So Edge of Tomorrow, have you seen it and what did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.